My friends, hello. Been talking about respect all week and thought I would take it into the political realm as we are having the certification of election today in Washington, D.C. When we think about what our politicians are doing over the last decade or couple decades even, a number of examples really stand out to me. I remember Hillary Clinton being asked, as a result of being a senator and Secretary of State, and all the things that she's had the opportunity to do through her career, the enemy that she was the most proud of defeating. And this was during her primary campaign in 2015. She said the enemy she was most proud of defeating was Republicans. Barack Obama at one point said that we've got those people in the rural communities who are clinging to their guns and Bibles. We've got McConnell, who just recently said that he wasn't going to allow the Senate to vote for increased stimulus because he didn't want to put more money in the hands of rich Democrats who don't need it. Apparently, only those who lost their jobs during the coronavirus pandemic were Democrats, according to him. And then we've got Donald Trump with whatever he said today. These people are demonstrating an utter lack of respect for you and I. So we have all these politicians in DC today who are going to be arguing that the election is invalid, or that rather it needs to be explored more deeply before we can determine that Joe Biden will become the next president. And there are people who believe that Donald Trump should be the next president because of widespread voter fraud. There's no evidence for this, but there's about 70% of Republicans who do believe it. So these politicians are actually put in a really unique lose-lose situation because of the context that they live in right now. They can either disenfranchise Republican voters who believe that the election has been stolen, or they can disenfranchise Democratic voters who have had their candidate win the election to date. So they're in this lose-lose situation, and really the thing that's most interesting about it is the true losers are you and I, the people that they're supposed to represent. We're the actual losers, because they are going to either make Trump supporters feel as though they're not being heard, or they're going to make Biden supporters feel as though an election that's been rightfully won is going to be taken with currently no evidence. So we are going to lose as citizens because of the actions and behaviors that has been taking place from all these politicians on both sides of the aisle for quite some time. These elected officials do not respect us. They do not respect each other. They do not respect themselves. So what do we do as leaders? What do we do? Well, if somebody's not representing you, if they're not respecting you, you have to change the situation. You either change people. As a leader, you either change people or you change people. If someone's not representing you, it's time to change people. My recommendation, my encouragement to you as a leader is to expect that your elected official also behaves as a leader. And if that person isn't, it doesn't matter if you voted Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter who your representative is right now, if they are in your affiliated party or not. If these people aren't representing us, it's time to vote against them in 22 and 24. If we demand that our leaders behave like leaders and we turn them over until that happens, we will get leaders in office instead of politicians who are disrespecting us.